Hello everyone, Earn the Worm here, and today we're going to be having a look at Azrael from Batman Arkham Knight, and this is from their newest wave of releases. You can see you got a nice digital image of him there. This is the other figures in the line, although I'm pretty sure that this Red Hood hasn't been released. You got the Man Bat, Professor Pig. That is one gigantic broadsword. So I'm going to get him out of packaging now so we can have a closer look at that massive sword and then the figure. Okay, now I have the Azrael figure out of packaging, and before we have a look at him, we will have a look at his gigantic sword. And here it is. This is a really big broadsword. I think they may have embellished the size a little bit on this. I don't think it was quite this large in the game. I mean, yeah, he carried a really big sword in the game. That being said, it is absolutely gorgeous sword. The sword has these separate little spikes out the side, really nicely done. It's all painted in like a gunmetal silver. And then you have this strap, which is actually painted black around it. And if a figure is only going to have one accessory, it should be this cool. Now onto the figure itself, and this is just absolutely a beautiful piece. They outdid themselves on this one. I just really love all the detail they captured in this. I absolutely love this cape, and it's very, very flexible, and it is also very, very nice looking. I mean, the detail in that cape is just so awesome. I love these silver buckles that connect all the different flaps. And even underneath, they really continued with all the details. This ripped piece. I like his gauntlets, kind of like Batman's. Really nice detail in this belt, how it splits down here, wraps around those pouches with some silver straps on them. Underneath the arms, you got some like chain mail. You can even see that chain mail up in like the neck. I like his mask. I like how that hood has that big arrow. Kind of reminds you of an assassin. On his knee pads and shin guards and things, you have these beat up marks. Like you can see exposed metal from battle wear. His tunic is actually ripped up and shredded at the bottom from wear. And one thing about this figure is a lot of retailers actually had this up at around $35. I actually found him on eBay for $25 with free shipping. So if you look around a little bit, you can get him around the price that you got the other figures. I would say it won't take long before he's up to the $40 and $50. Really incredible figure. The paint's really nice. You can see they did a really good job on these arrows staying in the lines. His cross on his chest is nicely done. Just the paint throughout. The paint, the sculpt, detail, it's all there with this figure. So now let's check out the articulation. His head does move on a ball joint in there, but that's one thing when you have a hooded character, is that hood limits the articulation on that head. He still can look around some. He's looking like inside of a hood then. Your poses is pretty much going to have to be straightforward on that. These are a more pliable material, so these will be good and flexible for any poses with the arms. His arm does go out that much. One thing that's a little weird though is he's kind of got this, it looks like a tumor under his arm, which I guess that could be chain mail sagging down. But still, you can get his arm out plenty, and it will rotate around. You got a swivel at the bicep, and then a single bend, which he can get 90 degrees out of. The wrist rotates, and then it is on a disc. He does have ab crunch, and it will go back, and it swivels, and he also has a swivel at the waist. Now one thing I just noticed is that this tunic is actually separated here so it doesn't bother the articulation. It's actually a separate piece. You really can't tell. They really hid that well. Then your legs, they'll go forward, they'll go back, He has a double bend at the knee, so you can get really good movement on that leg. His feet are pegged in on a disc, so you get that movement and you get really good ankle pivot. Ooh. So all in all, just what a magnificent figure they did with this one. Really love this one. I've been done with the game for a long time now, but have really been anticipating and waiting on this figure, and it did not disappoint. Now I'm going to see what kind of cool poses we can get out of him with his sword. So that's all the poses I'm going to do, and that is my review of the DC Collectibles newest wave Azrael from the Arkham Knight game. Just one of the best figures from any of the lines I've seen DC Collectibles do. Just an amazing character and representation of that character. That is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up with videos. Thank you guys. Bye.